Well, hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Now we're going to start this one off with two of Hinckley's finest boys in blue seen responding to an emergency call. I know some of you like seeing emergency vehicles, so I hope you like this one. What do you reckon? Somebody been posting hurty words on X or on Facebook? But anyway, we move on to our next clip, and we're looking at this red car in front of us. As you can see, we have got green traffic lights for now, but those traffic lights do start to change again. So I think that car there did have plenty of time to stop, and probably even the one in front of them as well, if I'm honest. In this clip, we're looking at the vehicle in front of us. Now you may not notice, but that number plate that you can see just below the tyre is absolutely filthy. You can't make it out for love the money. In fact, even in the UK, this is an offence and can carry potential fine and maybe even points on your licence. And indeed, a quick search does reveal that in the UK, a dirty or obscured number plate is an offence, potentially leading to an on-the-spot fine of around £100, or even a maximum penalty of up to £1,000, plus potential penalty points on your licence, because it hinders identification by police, ANPR cameras, and for other law enforcement. You must also keep your plates clean and legible at all times, even if it is unintentional. We had a red light runner previously in this video, but now we have ourselves an amber gambler. We're watching that black car in front of us and our lights begin to change to red again. And likewise, I think they had plenty of time they could have stopped. Now, in this clip, we've just come off the M69 and we're heading in towards Coventry. Now, this is the Anstey interchange. And if you haven't seen this roundabout before, or you're new and you're not familiar with how this roundabout, the lane discipline, I'll just give you a quick run over now what it is. Now, as you can see, we've got three lanes. The lane on the left, or lane 1, is for the A46, and also to go to Anstey Park Industrial Estate. The middle lane, the lane that I'm in, you can also access the A46, but also go down the A4600 towards Coventry City Centre. And lane 3, you can access the M69, the B4065 towards Shilton and Anstey, and also the A4600 towards Coventry. Pretty simple, right? But up ahead at the traffic lights, we have one of Wolverhampton's finest licensed to kill assassins, as you'll see in lane 1. But of course, in true assassin style, he don't want the A46, he actually wants the A4600 down towards Coventry, so he does need to be in this lane. And they're also in the old Toyota Prius, which is the usual weapon of choice for these guys. But to be fair to him, he does flash his indicators to say thank you to the other driver for letting him in, so it all works out well in the end, really. I've got one of the old favourites in this clip, the old places to be and people to see mob. Got that BMW behind us. Now I've got one here for you petrol heads, those of you who like your classic cars or just cars in general. You can help me. Now unfortunately it's not parked in the best of places in front of that van and next to the sign as well. But is that a Volkswagen Beetle or something? I'm sure one of you will let me know down in the comments. I will get you a shot from the rear as well, but it's not that much better to be honest. Here it is from the rear camera. Now, as we all know, if you're having to turn right across oncoming traffic, they have priority, so you have to give way to them. Unless, of course, you're this blue car here. Picket lines across the country. I actually like how the front seat passenger has got their hand up to their head. Now, either they're thinking, oh God, you've cut him up, or the camera's shy. What do you think? Now, due to the wide angle of this camera, that was closer than it looked. I mean, I weren't going exceptionally fast anyway. I don't think I was even doing 20 mile an hour, to be fair. 50. Got one here now for you petrol heads again. This one is just the rear camera shot only. And it's this year 2000 registered Toyota Corolla. Very nice indeed, though I say so myself. In this clip, we're looking at that car in front that identifies as a HGV. Now you don't need to take the corner that wide, not by a long shot. Now you'll notice from the previous clip, a fair few days have elapsed. Well, the reason for that being was I've recently gone through a car change, and I also had to get another NB-DVR 422GW next-based dashcam as well, because the other one malfunctioned. But anyway, in this clip, we're on the old Normandy Way, and those that are familiar with this area will know that these estates on the left-hand side are for a left turn only, so you can't turn right to come up this way. But we're going to be looking at this car here now that you can see waiting to pull out. Now, the general consensus here, you turn left here out of this road and all the other roads, go down to the roundabout and do an almost 180 on yourself to go back the way you come. But of course that car doesn't want to do that. Another one there who can't understand road signs. And I've got one here now for you petrol heads. I know you'll like a classic once in a while. Got yourself there a nice little Mini Cooper that you can see on the right hand side. It's always nice to see something like that knocking around still in 2025. We have ourselves an amber gambler in this clip. I'm just waiting to turn right to turn into the petrol station at Research Garage. And you'll see the traffic lights just up ahead there turn to amber. Now we're looking at this one here. Now I think they had plenty of time to slow down and stop safely, in my opinion.
Donkeys in need, and it's just £4.
You could have stopped there, mate. Now in this clip, you might remember the Mini Cooper from earlier, but we have ourselves another petrol head moment coming up, and you'll also see it's Christmas Eve as well. As you can see there, that wonderful looking red coloured Triumph TR6 I think it is, heralding from 1972, very nice I must say. Now in this clip, we're in the village of Wolvey. Now, have you ever wondered what anything with 1 horsepower looks like? Well, just up ahead now at the little mini roundabouts, you're going to see something with 1 horsepower. There you go there, just coming around now the roundabout. Nice pretty little horse, so I say so myself. I think that's a Shire horse or something. I'm sure somebody will let me know downstairs anyway in the comments.
For premium or budget tyre.
Now in this clip, if you look at the date, you'll see it's Christmas Day. You wouldn't think it though, would you really, looking at the weather? But anyway, the roads are nice and quiet. Hope you all got what you wanted for Christmas. Although the question I'd like to know is, did this driver in the white Range Rover on the left-hand side get a copy of the highway code for Christmas? Because I'm sure it will tell you in there that you shouldn't really park on zigzags coming up to a pedestrian crossing. And sticking with the subject of bad parking, we've got this white car just here on the left hand side parked on double yellows. Now generally, in normal operating times, this road is also a pretty busy bus route. Now I know Christmas Day there are no buses whatsoever, but I have seen a couple of lorries still driving around. And chances are if a lorry had to come down here, he would have to take the wrong side of the road to get around that bollard, and that guy parked up on the left hand side too.
Parking on double yellows as well.
But anyway, enough of me sounding bar humbug. It is a season of goodwill after all. So let's go and have ourselves another petrol head moment. Now, heralding from 1991, we have this stunning Morgan Plus 4. Always lovely to see out these classic cars and open top cars. Really is. Now, if you remember the clip featuring the horse a couple of clips back, we're coming from the opposite direction now, and this time we're looking at how not to take a mini roundabout, such as not taking it like that, when ideally you should have come round this way instead, especially if something could have been coming up the other way as well. Now in this clip, it's one of those places to be and people to see mob. Now I haven't got a rear camera shot here because at this present moment in time I didn't actually connect the two together properly, so you just have to make do with a front camera shot for the time being. In this clip, I need my crystal ball to see which way the car in front is going.
There's your indicator, mate.
Now I've got one here now for you petrol heads and you classic car enthusiasts. This one has featured before, but every time I pass it I do like it. It is a 1992 Honda Civic. Now, I do like the wheels on that, to be fair. Now we'll flip round to the rear camera just so you can see that again. Unfortunately it's not the best picture quality, not helped by the low winter sun right behind us. And the final clip for this week's compilation, another one for you petrol heads, but this time it's a couple of classic tractors. Anyway, I hope you all had a good Christmas and I hope you're all ready now for the new year. That's all now for this week and I will see you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.